Hi everyone, Marlon Marisha here from Web Design Profits, and today I want to talk to you about free ways of getting web design clients. Now, in our Facebook group, the Predictable or the Profitable Web Designer, we had a question from Ankit, and Ankit, here's my answer to your question. You asked me, Marlon, I don't have a lot of money to spend, and I need clients. What's the best ways to get clients when you don't have a lot of money? And so this is my answer to you because it's a tough situation you're in. And really, there's two major ways of getting clients, right? There's the free way, and then there's the way where you can spend money, okay? And can I just say, the quickest way to grow your business is when you can spend money. And when the more money you can spend, the quicker you can grow your business and the more market share you can take, okay? But if you don't have money, there are ways of doing it. So when it comes to spending money, it's easier, okay? So the effort is easier on you to actually get a new lead and a new client. When you don't have money, you have to do more of the work. So you either pay for your time with money, or you spend the time if you want to use the free method. Okay, so these methods I'm going to talk to you today are going to take your time. But the reality is, I've seen a lot of people in the industry grow very big businesses using these methods. The question is, Ankit and everyone out there, are you willing to do this? Because I can tell you now, it really comes more down to you than the method. If you are hungry, if you want to grow your business, then you can, and you don't need money. That's just an excuse. But what I'm about to show you, some of you will look at it and say, I'm not willing to do that. And if you're not willing to do it, then you're going to struggle to grow your business. So as I'm talking, you've got to start making a decision. How bad do you want this? How much do you want to grow your business? And how successful do you want to be? And if that answer comes back and says, I want this, then you need to do what I tell you in this video, and you need to execute it on a consistent basis. Okay? Have we got that agreement? Good. All right, let's get stuck into it. So there are short-term ways of getting clients and long-term ways. And typically the short-term ways take more time, effort, and are not as exciting to do. And the long-term ways are normally a bit more relaxed, a bit more fun, and most people are willing to do them if they can do it consistently. So the first one I want to talk to you about, a short-term way, is cold calling, okay? Now, cold calling is tough. I've done a lot of it in my life. It is tough. It is a grind. It can be really tough if you're a sensitive person, okay? But the reality is cold calling will grow your business. I know lots of businesses in the financial planning industry, in web design, in marketing agencies, and they grow through cold calling. It works. The problem with cold calling is it's tough. Rejection is tough. And so you've got to ask yourself, how much do I want to grow this business? And if you are, then cold call. Number one recommendation, go and knock on doors to businesses or retail stores, speak to the owners, you will get sales. When I first started my business, I was cold calling, right? Pick up the phone, speak to them, you'll get 20 rejections, but you'll get one appointment, okay? But can you stick it out? So the time to get a lead is very good with cold calling. It makes you very, very unhappy for most of you out there, and the sweat is huge. So when it comes to the sweat factor, how hard it is, it's very hard, okay? The next one I want to talk to you about is networking events. Can I just say networking works? The problem is most people don't want to network. They're either shy, they're introverted, they find it intimidating, and if you don't do it properly, you just don't get leads. So you have to have the right technique and go to the right groups to actually get work. And let me just give you a tip. This isn't a no-cost way because it does actually cost some money, but the best networking group in the world is called BNI, Business Networking International, and that group will guarantee get you leads and grow your business. The only problem is there's a joining fee for the year, and it's about $1,000 to $1,500, okay? But that really works with networking. But there's many free networking events that you can join, and it will work. But the sweat equity, the sweat you have to put into it is huge. So when it comes to sweat, there's a lot. That's probably a negative. When it comes to how happy you are doing it, most of you will probably say, look, I don't like networking. Very unhappy. When it comes to time to getting a lead, if you do it properly, you'll get the lead. Okay? So these two are my recommendation. And the first one especially, if you don't have money and you want to grow quickly, do these. These two will grow your business, okay? Short term, lots of sweat, not very enjoyable, but guaranteed to grow your business if you do it consistently. Let's move on. Now we're going to go to the ones that a lot of people like doing, but aren't as effective, okay? So that one is blogging or content marketing. Yeah, let me just put content as well. It's kind of what I'm doing here, right? I'm creating great content for you guys. Now, do I get work through this way? Yes, I get work, but the problem is it's a 12 to 24 month journey. I didn't get any work for it in the first 12 months. So if you need leads now, then do it, but don't expect the leads. You need to start at some point because you've got a 12-month or 6-month journey of investing and getting no return. So start, but don't depend on it. Does that make sense? So when it comes to blogging and content, the time to get leads is not very good. It takes a long time, okay? How happy you will be. You'll be pretty happy because you don't have to talk to people. You don't have to put yourself out there. You don't have to work as hard. You're just typing or just recording a video. And the sweat equity is pretty good. You don't have to actually work that hard doing it, not like cold calling and networking, okay? But the problem is it's a 12-month journey, 12-month plus. And I get leads today, but can I just say, I get very few leads from this content marketing stuff that I do. It's a long-term investment that I'm making. So what's the next one? The next one is YouTube. So YouTube is just like content marketing. I love it because YouTube is one of the best, it's the second biggest search engine on the planet. So if you make video content like I'm doing now and you put it out there, people from all over the world will see it and they will call you if you have a call to action in the video. I get calls like that all the time, but it's been a 12 to 24 month journey at least to start getting those leads. So time is not good, takes a long time. Will you be happy? Yep, really happy. Sweat equity is pretty good. It's just a video a day, a video a week, a video every 2 weeks. But don't depend on it, okay? Now, let's get into the good stuff. The ones that I really feel you should do, which if you can't do cold calling, I recommend don't depend on blogging and YouTube. This is what you should do. You should join other people's Facebook groups. And this is a fantastic way of getting clients. So let me tell you the strategy. A lot of people do this wrong. The whole idea is to find Facebook groups, about 7 of them, that your perfect prospect hangs out in. Join the group and do not sell. You just add value. Add value and add value. Do a search for all the posts that are related to building websites or related to marketing or your expertise and just add value. Give great value, give to the people and help them become better. What will happen is those people will then start looking you up at your personal profile. On your personal profile page in your header, you put in there that you help people build websites to get a certain outcome and put a link to your business. That alone will help you get work. Now, it's a medium-term strategy. It's probably a 2 to 3 month journey you have to go through. You have to be on every day. You have to probably spend half an hour a day posting in groups and you'll feel like you're not getting much work, but the reality is it's free. And what you're going to pay for is your time. And if you do it, I know lots of web designers and coaches and consultants who have just exploded their business using other people's Facebook groups. So don't be a douchebag. Don't go in there and sell and promote yourself and get thrown out. Remember the strategy I told you, give value. When you give value, people will click on your profile and check you out. That will work. The last one is start your own Facebook group. And this is probably the best one. So let's just go with other groups. Time factor is pretty good. It's only half an hour a day. Will you be happy? Yep, much happier. And the sweat equity is pretty good. It's like half an hour a day. Okay. The next one is your Facebook group. And this is where you start your own Facebook group and you become the head of the community and you give value and people come to the group and you become the head who just keeps giving and giving and giving. And people in that group see you as an authority and then they will ask you when they have a problem to solve that problem when it comes to websites. So I would definitely create a group around a topic, not just about websites, but around their marketing or their lead gen or their business growth. And they come in and they help each other and you help them. And then they know that you're the website person and they'll come to you. Now in that group, once or twice a month, you can put a post in that group that will actually call attention to people and say, hey, I'm looking for 5 people to work with. And if you need a website, then message me. and they tend to work really well when people know, like, and trust you. Now, this is a really good strategy. Time, I still think it's a good time factor. It's probably more. It might be an hour a day you've got to spend creating content. You'll be much happier than cold calling. And the sweat equity, look, there is a little bit of negative with the sweat equity. It does take time. And it's probably a 3 to 6 month journey, okay? But can I just say that these two, if you're really serious, will grow your business, okay? So I would definitely recommend the cold calling here, and I'd recommend these two. If you're serious about growing your business, that's what you got to do. And so I know today that I probably told you some things you don't like. You thought, well, Marlon, I wish it would be easier. But the reality is, that's business. You're a web designer starting a business, and the rewards are huge, absolutely huge. You have almost unlimited income that you can earn depending on you putting your prices up as you add value and the amount of clients you can work with and where you can work with these clients all over the world. These strategies, if the world is your marketplace, then these strategies will work for you. Now, the top two is basically local, but the bottom two, the Facebook groups, is international. And it opens up a lot of opportunity, no matter what country you live in, whether it's Africa or Asia or South America or the United States or Canada or Australia. It doesn't matter, because I have clients in the US, I have clients in Romania, and I have a few clients in Australia where I live. So the world is my marketplace. So I want to encourage you guys that if you don't have a lot of money, because I know a lot of you guys in some of the countries like Africa and Asia, you don't have a lot. It doesn't mean you can't grow your business. What it does mean is you've got to put a lot of sweat equity in. And if you're not willing to put the sweat equity in, then you will just struggle like you're probably struggling now. So make a decision. So in the comments below, wherever this video is, write in, are you willing to put in the sweat equity? Because if you are, write in which method you'd like to do, and I'll create a video and show you exactly how to do that method properly. I'll go into detail. But I'm not going to put in the sweat equity if you don't put in the sweat equity. So write in the comments what you're willing to do, and then I will create a video with the strategy with the most amount of comments saying we're willing to do that one, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you are online and you've come across this video, we have a great Facebook group called The Profitable Web Designer, and there's lots of smart web designers in there using tactics like this to grow their business. And if you join that community, you'll be surrounded by really positive people who are going somewhere and really building a business that gives them more money, more meaning, and more freedom. So I'm Marlon Marisha. I look forward to chatting to you soon.